The King of Fighters is SNK's flagship 3 vs 3 fighting series that has been a fan favorite since the first game in 1994. The series' latest title was The King of Fighters 14, which was released in 2016 and still been enjoyed by fans worldwide. During SNK's IPO conference that was held in Korea last December, in order to hype up the company's entering the Korean stock market, it was revealed that SNK is hard at work on the next iteration of the series, The King of Fighters 15. So what do we know about the title? We decided to put together all the info, leaks, slip-ups regarding KOF 15 and compile them in this video. Graphics. Let's get this out of the way. The King of Fighters 14's graphics were not the best. Since its first teaser, the title has been ridiculed, made fun of, and compared to PS2 games. SNK would go on to upgrade the lighting and color saturation post-launch, but the improvement was minor. Luckily, it seemed that SNK has learned their lesson, as it was revealed that the King of Fighters 15 will be using Unreal Engine 4, the same engine currently being used on most fighting games, including the upcoming Samurai Showdown. SNK chairman Mr. Juji even went on to say that King of Fighters 15 will look even better than Samurai Showdown, as the company is learning more about the engine. Here's hoping some cel-shaded effect is there to rival the gorgeous looking Dragon Ball FighterZ from ArcSys, which also uses Unreal Engine 4 by the way. This also might not be such a good news for people hoping that SNK will go back to hand-drawn sprites like the King of Fighters 13. But we all knew that the time of 2D sprites is very long gone. Platforms. How can we talk about platforms when the game has not even been officially announced yet? Well, we certainly can, thanks to that same IPO conference. It was announced to investors that SNK is planning to have KOF 15 available on all major consoles simultaneously, specifically mentioning PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. If Sony's PlayStation 5 is released by then we can assume it would also see a release of the King of Fighters 15. This is a major departure from the King of Fighters 14, which was time exclusive on the PlayStation 4 before hitting the PC on Steam a year later. Having the game available on all major consoles will help the sales and brand recognition for the title. Story. The King of Fighters series has always presented its fans with a coherent, well-written and exciting storyline. The KOF lore is split in sagas. First we have the Orochi saga, which spanned from the King of Fighters 94 to 97 and dealt with the revival of the 1800 years old demon Orochi. Then KOF 99 started the Nest saga, where our heroes had to deal with a secret organization cloning powered people and transplanting skills on others. The Nest saga gave us some great characters like K-Dash and Kula Diamond, and would span until KOF 2001. KOF 2003 started the Ash saga. The story dealt with the secret cult of those from the past trying to revive Orochi. The tale of this saga included time travel and time paradox and ended with the sacrifice of Ash's life. Now the King of Fighters 14 started a new saga, and one that we do not know much about. We do know that there are some space anomalies, and the final boss verse was a being made of many souls, and somehow he's related to Shunei. Then we know that his death caused the revival of many deceased fighters like Shermie, Chris, and Yashiro, which was confirmed in the SNK Heroines game. But besides that, we do not know how this saga would go and what King of Fighters 15 will be about. But thanks to Azuma Kyotaro's ongoing The King of Fighters A New Beginning manga, which actually we are translating on Neo Geo now and you should go ahead and read it, we now know that Nests is heavily involved in the King of Fighters 14 era. The sacred organization, which we all thought was destroyed with Ignis' death, is still pretty much alive and is infiltrating the King of Fighters 14 tournament. These remnants' goal is to revive Ignis himself, whose soul seems to be also part of Verse. Their plan is to somehow use all of the Nest cyborgs, K-Dash, Maxima, Kula, Angel, and Sylvie, who even though they defected, still have some sort of activated chip in their bodies that they do not know about. To what extent will Nest be involved in King of Fighters 15 remains to be seen, but at least we have a little glimpse about what the plot of the game will be. Release date. Well, this one is a short one. The King of Fighters 15 will be released on 2020, as in next year. Moving on. Characters. Okay, I know what you're gonna say now. I'm just speculating, right? And well, that's true. However, while we cannot know who's in the roster, a recent SNK slip-up might confirm a character that was not seen in the King of Fighters 14 that might be making his 3D debut next year. Who that, you might ask? Raiden. No, not that Raiden. Raiden, who also goes by the name Big Bear, is a character that made his debut in the first Fatal Fury game as Geese's bodyguard alongside Billy Kane. Raiden will then turn a new leaf and become a good guy, taking the new alias of Big Bear. Raiden made his KOF debut in the King of Fighters 12 and ultimately King of Fighters 13. In a recruiting area of SNK's Japan website, SNK staff are interviewed and shown in pictures working on various things. In an interview with designer and illustrator Tomohiro Nakata, it was shown that the artist is working on an illustration featuring Raiden that has never been seen before. And seeing that the King of Fighters 13 was finished a very long time ago, this might be an indication that Raiden is in KOF 15. Again, not that Raiden. So now, with all that said, when will the game be announced? Well, the answer is sometimes around the end of May 2019. Since SNK has announced during that same IPO that the King of Fighters 15 will have a focused investor presentation at the end of May. So we presume that the game will somehow be announced by then, maybe as part of a King of Fighters 25th anniversary event. Well, since this year will mark 25 years since the first King of Fighters KOF 94 was first released. Oh god, I'm so old. Well, there you have it. This is pretty much all what we know so far about the King of Fighters 15. If you like this video, please like and subscribe as there are tons of Neo Geo and SNK related videos on pipeline. Until then, this is Neo Shiro, previously known as Struggler, and thanks for watching.